Imagine having a second pair of eyes that never blinks, never looks away, and records every crucial moment while you stay completely hands-free. That's exactly what a great body-mounted camera should feel like. In this video, the whole goal is to help you find that perfect wearable camera that fits the way you actually live and work. Let's kick things off with number 7. Number 7. Z11 Body Camera. The Z11 is one of those devices that looks simple at first, but actually packs in quite a bit of functionality for its size. In real use, the first thing that stands out is the 2K class video and the rotatable lens, which gives you a lot of freedom in how you mount it on a shirt pocket, strap, or backpack. You can twist the lens to frame the scene correctly, even if the clip itself is at a weird angle, and that makes a big difference when you are moving around and don't have time to constantly adjust the mount. The built-in screen is surprisingly handy because you can quickly review footage or check framing on the spot instead of waiting to get back to a computer. Battery life on the Z11 is decent, but not outstanding. In practice, the 1700 mAh battery can hold up for several hours of continuous recording, enough for shorter shifts, bike rides, or errands, especially if you mix in motion detection or loop recording modes to avoid wasting power. It also supports recording while charging, which is helpful if you are willing to keep a power bank connected for longer sessions. However, if you regularly need a camera for long days, you will start wishing this battery had just a bit more endurance. Low light performance is acceptable thanks to the infrared night vision, but this is clearly where the Z11 feels more budget-oriented. 6. MMeoilkolnmini Body Camera. This is all about being tiny and easy to wear. This thing is literally thumb-sized, which makes it incredibly discreet if you want a camera that does not scream, "I'm recording you," every time you walk into a room. The small form factor and included magnetic accessories mean you can hang it around your neck, clip it to your shirt, or tuck it onto a bag strap in seconds. For day-to-day vlogging, pet POV shots, or casual security use, that flexibility is genuinely fun to work with. In terms of video, you're getting 1080p recording, which is enough for most everyday scenarios like documenting interactions, capturing a bike ride, or recording indoor activities. The footage is not cinematic, but it is clear enough to see faces, read signs at reasonable distances, and understand what is going on. Audio is captured through a small built-in mic, and for close-range conversations, it holds up surprisingly well for such a small device. It also supports loop recording and can work as a mini security cam at home or in the office, which adds a lot of versatility. Where this mini camera really shines is ease of use. There is basically one main button and a simple indicator light, so you do not need to be a tech expert to start recording. You press to start, press to stop, and that simplicity makes it a good choice for anyone who hates menus and complicated settings. Number 5. BOBLOV M7. The M7 starts to feel like a proper professional-style body camera. This is a more substantial device, designed with security staff, law enforcement, and serious users in mind. You are getting a rotating lens that can swing around 180 degrees, so you can mount it on your chest and still rotate the actual camera to frame the action properly, or even flip it into a selfie orientation if you want to talk directly to the camera. The M7 records at up to 1080p with a wide 127-degree field of view, and still photos can go extremely high in resolution, up to 48 megapixels. In use, the footage looks clean and detailed enough for evidence recording and documentation, especially in daylight. The built-in infrared night vision with 4 IR LEDs means that even in very dark environments, the camera can still capture usable video, which is a critical feature if you use it for night shifts or outdoor patrols. Battery life is one of the big strengths of the M7. With its large battery, it can record in the 13 to 15 hour range at 1080p, which makes it realistic to get through an entire work shift without constantly worrying about charging. The GPS option can log your movement route so you can later match the video with where you were, a feature that is extremely valuable in professional scenarios where accountability and context matter. Charging over USB-C also helps keep it modern and convenient. 4. BOBLOV M5. This one steps things up in terms of resolution and ruggedness. The M5 can record up to 1440p, often referred to as 2K, which gives noticeably sharper footage than basic 1080p models, especially when you are trying to zoom into details later or capture text, faces, and license plates more clearly. For a body camera focused on law enforcement and security, that extra clarity really matters. In the field, the M5 feels robust and built for uniformed operators. It has an IP67 rating, which means it is dust-tight and can handle serious exposure to water, so rain, splashes, and gritty environments are not a big concern. The housing is chunky and a bit heavy, but that heft comes with a sense of durability that inspires confidence when you clip it onto a vest or belt. The integrated clip and controls feel purposeful. You can operate it with gloves or under stress without fiddling around. Battery life is another strong point. The M5 can run around 12 to 15 hours depending on settings, which is enough to cover a long shift of continuous or near-continuous recording. Built-in memory options provide plenty of room for a full day's worth of clips, and there's a 2-inch display on the back, so you can quickly review footage, change settings, or confirm that the camera is actually recording. 6 infrared LEDs provide night vision that does a good job of keeping scenes visible even in extremely low light. 3. Transcend DrivePro Body 30. The Transcend focuses on dependable, professional-grade recording rather than flashy features. This camera records full HD 1080p video with a wide field of view, around 130 degrees, so it captures a lot of the scene in front of you. The image quality is clean and detailed with good color, and the f2.0 aperture helps it perform well in lower light situations, keeping footage relatively bright and usable. One of the standout strengths of the DrivePro Body 30 is its battery life. It can run up to around 12 hours on a charge, which is perfect for full-day shifts where you cannot constantly babysit the battery level. For law enforcement, security, or event staff, that kind of endurance is crucial. The camera is paired with 4 infrared LEDs for low-light recording, meaning that even once the sun goes down, you can still document interactions in dark environments. Transcend has designed this camera with stability and reliability in mind. 6-axis image stabilization helps smooth out walking and movement, so your footage is less shaky and more watchable later. The unit feels solid in the hand, with a form factor meant to be clipped onto uniforms or harnesses without swinging around too much. A dedicated snapshot button lets you grab still photos even while video is rolling, which is incredibly useful when you need quick evidence of a detail like a license plate or document. Another big advantage is the ecosystem around the DrivePro series. This is where body-mounted cameras cross over into the world of high-end action cams. This tiny modular cube is incredibly versatile. With its magnetic mounting system, it snaps onto lanyards, headbands, chest mounts, and helmets in a way that makes POV recording feel almost effortless. Despite its compact size, it delivers serious video performance with 4K resolution at up to 120 frames per second, giving you both ultra-sharp footage and buttery smooth slow motion. In real-world shooting, the Action 2's footage looks punchy, sharp, and detailed, especially in good light. DJI's Rocksteady 2.0 stabilization keeps video remarkably smooth even when you are running, biking, or moving over rough terrain, which is exactly what you want from a camera stuck to your body. The wide field of view lets you capture immersive POV shots, making viewers feel like they are right there with you. For creators, that combination of sharp 4K and great stabilization is a game changer. The camera's compact metal body feels premium and well built, and the modular design allows you to attach an extra screen and additional battery in the dual screen combo, extending runtime and making framing easier. It offers features like horizon leveling, time-lapse, and powerful slow-motion modes, giving you a lot of creative flexibility whether you are filming travel, sports, or daily life. Voice control and intuitive touch controls make it very user-friendly once it is mounted on your body. There are trade-offs, especially if you treat it strictly as a body cam. Number 1. Insta360 GO 3S. This is a tiny 4K camera that feels like it was almost purpose-built for body mounting. The camera module itself is smaller than a thumb and weighs under 40 grams, which makes it one of the most comfortable cameras to wear for long periods. You can attach it to magnetic pendants under your shirt, clip it to your hat, or stick it almost anywhere, and most of the time you will barely notice it is there. That comfort and subtlety make it ideal for real everyday use. The GO 3S finally brings true 4K recording at up to 30 frames per second, with a new lens that uses the full sensor for 4K instead of cropping, resulting in a sharper, cleaner image than previous models. Footage looks detailed and vibrant, and Insta360's flow state stabilization keeps shots smooth even when you are walking, running, or moving quickly. The higher bitrate, up to around 120 megabits per second, helps preserve detail and reduces compression artifacts, so the video holds up well even when you push it in editing. The system really shines when paired with the Action Pod, a small dock with a flip screen and extra battery that effectively turns the tiny camera into a more traditional action cam when you need it. You can control the GO 3S remotely, preview shots, and get significantly extended recording time by docking it in the pod between clips. For body-mounted use, this means you can keep the camera on your chest or hat while glancing at the pod to check framing or adjust settings as needed. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.